Russell Westbrook got traded from the Clippers to the Jazz. Got traded to the Jazz for a second time.
Why is it always
Got cut by the Jazz for the second time.
Bought out.
And now he's signing with the Denver Nuggets. Well, I mean, I know this I'm kind of like, I'm trying to think of like, I don't think it's a bad move, right? Russell Westbrook over the years has proven, he's not the player he once was, but he's able to fit in on a team, play the role that he has to, and not be selfish. I'll give him the benefit there. Go into a team like Denver, obviously won the championship back in 2022 or 2023, excuse me. They lost KCP, they lost Reggie Jackson. They may have, maybe there's some other guys I'm missing, but those are the two notable names, especially at that guard position, that they lost this offseason. Now Russell Westbrook comes in. I want to hear your thoughts. I don't really know how I feel about this signing. I don't know if this makes the Nuggets better. I don't know if I don't think it makes them worse. I just don't think it's just a very weird team, I feel like, for Westbrook to be on, like with his play style. I know triple-double Russ, triple-double Jokic, like now you're putting those two together. But I just don't know how I feel about the fit. I don't know if it's something that'll really work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you for feeling that way because that's been the stigma behind him since he's left Houston or since he's left Washington. Because landing in LA the first time playing with the
Lakers ruined his reputation for no reason.
LeBron and AD blew up their championship team to go in on a third star that they didn't need.
Yes.
And Westbrook was not the answer for them. No. You should have kept Kuz, you should have kept Caruso and all those guys. Mm-hmm. But going to the Clippers, he kind of reinvented himself, found a way to be impactful off the bench, but I don't think he ever really got that dog out of him that wanted to be a starter when you're probably not better suited off in that role anymore. Now, can he step in for a franchise and be a starting caliber point guard? Absolutely. But going to Denver, you're not going to be that.
That's not going to be his role. Right. And I've seen things about him. He could plug and play, be a be put in the starting lineup as starting point guard, put Jamal Murray off the ball. I don't know if I see that happening.
I like that. Like when you're trying to reorganize the starters to getting back in the rotation or mixing in bench guys. But I don't like the fact of Russ starting the game with Jamal Murray, with Jokic and,
I agree.
And PJ. I don't like that, but I think in a bench role, I don't mind it. I think he can run a second unit. We saw that with the Clippers. If he buys in, again, that's what it's all about. It's all about buying in because Russ probably knows, damn, the Clippers didn't offer me a big deal. My trade market is terrible. Nobody really wants to come get me. You're about to be out the league.
And this probably is realistically his last chance at winning a championship.
It's his last chance of winning a title. It's his last chance of playing NBA basketball. Yeah. I think we've seen it over the years, right? Carmelo Anthony, after leaving the Lakers, he averaged 15, 16 points a game off the bench. Right. Melo played great. Never got another opportunity with the Lakers or any other team in the league. Dwight Howard, same thing, right? Was impactful for that LA 2020 run. Leaves there, goes to Philly as an okay backup, but still serviceable player enough to where he could have been on some team's bench somewhere. You can't tell me he couldn't. He ends up in Taiwan. DeMarcus Cousins, same thing, playing in Puerto Rico. These guys were all NBA talents at some point, and they're out of the league. So clearly, if Russ isn't paying attention, it doesn't matter who the hell I am. Yeah. Even if I am the triple-double king, this is probably going to be my last chance to show that I have value as a role player. Yeah. Not Hall of Fame Russell Westbrook. You're still going to get there. He's first ballot.
He's a Hall of Famer, 100%.
Absolutely. But you're not a starter in this league anymore. Not for a good team if you really want to win a championship. You have to be able to show your role. You have to be able to show your value in this situation with Denver, which I kind of feel like is probably a good last chance spot. Mm-hmm. I'm getting like Gary Payton vibes in Miami, winning a title.
Sure. Hey, won a title.
I'm at the tail end of my career here. I think I could still give a lot. And GP did just that, just enough with that team of savvy veterans, Antoine Walker, Jace Williams, and those boys, to get them over the hump. Now, the Nuggets do need some new life. They haven't done anything in free agency. So if Russell Westbrook is your splash and he could provide a very good veteran role, actually provide some guidance to Jamal Murray maybe, or even Jokic. Like, he has been around, so I don't mind it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I don't not like the side. I think off the bench, I think he can be he can run that second unit. I agree with that. I also just don't know if him signing there outweighs the loss or equals out the loss of KCP and a Reggie Jackson, because those are two very good role players for them, right? I just don't know. I think they lost more than they gained this offseason. So even if Russell Westbrook step in and can run that second bench, that second unit, I don't know if that's still enough for them to be as good as they were 2 years ago. I mean, they're going to be in the championship picture. I'm not trying to say that they're not a championship team.
Yeah,
By well, as long as you have Jokic, Jamal Murray is healthy, you're in contention.
absolutely.
I think I'm just in the camp of I think they lost more than they gained this offseason. I don't know if that gain in Russell Westbrook is what it's going to take for them to be this is easily like a championship contending team. They are, but I don't think that they're a lock to being one.
That doesn't push them over the hump with just adding Russ. Nah, like, I get that. I can receive that for sure. I mean, KCP even said it. I seen on Draymond's podcast earlier today and on Twitter somewhere that they ran out of gas last year. Because even KCP said that the Lakers
should have beat them. Yeah. They were down every game. They were.
Exactly. So, I mean, that kind of, gives you a little peek inside the mindset of what was going on in the last playoff run and why Minnesota ultimately ended up beating them on their home floor in Game 7 to get to the Western Conference Finals. So I do agree. It's not exactly hey, we can actually win a title now. They definitely still can, like we both agree.
Right, 100%.
But that's not the move where I'm going to look and be like, yeah, those guys definitely got it. Like, they're a lock. Yeah, I agree with that.
Compared to the last 2 years, I think this is going to be their weaker team of the last 3 years, in my opinion.
Yeah. For Russell Westbrook, though.
But we'll see. We could be wrong. For Russell Westbrook, I think this is a good place for him to show he has value still. I think this is a good place for him to fit into that role that's given to him and not be that, not to say he is or he has been, but that selfish player where he's going for his numbers or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen. And hell, this could be a match made in heaven for all we know. This could be the best thing to happen for both teams. We don't know yet. But that's just where I stand right now. Westbrook, I like him. I hope he proves people wrong. I hope he does well on this team. But that's just to be seen.
Their bench was terrible last year after they lost Bruce Brown and Jeff Green. So maybe Russell Westbrook is a big addition there. I hope he is.